Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our YouTube channel. Our criminal defense law firm in Illinois has over 400 perfect reviews and a long history of client satisfaction, dismissals, charge reductions, and victories. We have created these audio articles to help protect your freedom, reputation, and rights. If hired for your case, we will not give up until you get fair justice. Criminal Sexual Abuse Defense Lawyer, Southern Illinois. If you're facing allegations of criminal sexual abuse in Southern Illinois, you need more than just a defense. You need immediate legal protection. At Combs Waterkotte, we represent clients accused of sex offenses with professionalism, discretion, and proven experience. Our team is prepared to act quickly, investigate thoroughly, and fight for the best possible outcome in your case. What is criminal sexual abuse in Illinois? Criminal sexual abuse is defined under 720 Illinois Compiled Statutes 5/11-1.50 as engaging in sexual conduct with a person who is unable to give legal consent or using force or coercion to engage in sexual contact. Unlike criminal sexual assault, which involves penetration, criminal sexual abuse charges typically relate to unwanted or unlawful sexual touching. Your future is on the line. Call Combs Waterkotte's Criminal Sexual Abuse Defense Lawyers at 618-88-CRIME for an immediate consultation. Illinois law recognizes several circumstances that may lead to this charge. Age-based consent violations, engaging in sexual conduct with someone under 17, especially if the accused is 18 or older. Position of trust, any sexual contact between a person age 17 or older and a minor, 13 to 17, when the adult holds a position of authority, such as a teacher, coach, or caretaker. Inability to consent. If the alleged victim is unconscious, intoxicated, has a cognitive disability, or is otherwise unable to understand the nature of the act or express consent. Use of force or coercion, when physical pressure or implied threats are used to obtain compliance. Criminal sexual abuse may be charged as a misdemeanor or a felony, depending on the circumstances. The state often brings these charges alongside or instead of more serious offenses, especially when the facts are disputed or physical evidence is limited. How to defend against criminal sexual abuse charges. Every case of criminal sexual abuse comes with its own facts, witnesses, and challenges, but being charged does not mean you'll be convicted. Combs Waterkotte builds tailored defense strategies designed to expose weak evidence, challenge assumptions, and protect your rights from day one. Consent. In some cases, the core issue is whether the encounter was consensual. If both parties were of legal age and consent was given, the charge may not hold. False allegations. These charges can arise from misunderstandings, retaliation, or personal conflict. We investigate the full context of the allegation, including text messages, social media activity, and prior interactions to uncover inconsistencies. Mistaken identity. Especially in group or public settings, mistaken accusations can happen. If the alleged victim cannot reliably identify the accused, the case may lack the proof necessary for conviction. Insufficient evidence. The prosecution must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. If there's no physical evidence, no eyewitness, or conflicting accounts, we press for dismissal or acquittal. Improper police procedure. If your rights were violated during arrest, questioning, or evidence collection, we may file motions to suppress key evidence, sometimes leading to dropped charges entirely. We take a proactive approach to every allegation, building strong legal arguments and making sure you're never left guessing what comes next. What is felony sexual abuse? Felony sexual abuse in Illinois typically involves sexual conduct with a minor under 17 by someone age 18 or older, or any sexual act involving force, coercion, or a person unable to consent. These are often charged as Class 4 felonies, carrying 1 to 3 years in prison and mandatory sex offender registration. What is considered a sexual act in Illinois? Illinois law defines a sexual act as either sexual penetration or sexual conduct. Penetration includes contact between sex organs, the anus or mouth, or insertion of any object into the sex organ or anus. Sexual conduct includes intentional touching of those areas for sexual gratification. What is the age of consent in Illinois? The general age of consent in Illinois is 17. However, if the other person is in a position of authority, e.g., a teacher, coach, or caregiver, the age of consent rises to 18. Additional protections apply to minors under 13, where most acts are automatically treated as felonies. How many years can you get for sexual abuse in Illinois? For a first-time Class 4 felony, the sentence is typically 1 to 3 years in prison. Aggravating factors or repeat offenses can lead to longer terms or elevated felony classifications. A Class A misdemeanor conviction may result in up to 1 year in jail and a $2,500 fine. Charges and penalties for criminal sexual abuse in Illinois. Illinois law outlines a range of classifications for criminal sexual abuse, depending on the circumstances of the case. Below is a summary of the most common charges and their associated penalties. Charge level. Consensual contact between teens, Class A misdemeanor. Adult with minor under 17, Class 4 felony. Force or threat involved, Class 4 felony. Victim unable to consent, Class 4 felony. Repeat or prior sex offense, enhanced felony. Penalty. Up to 1 year jail, $2,500 fine. 1 to 3 years prison. Registry required. 1 to 3 years prison. Longer if aggravated. 1 to 3 years prison. Registry often required. Extended sentencing. Mandatory registration. Hiring proven Southern Illinois criminal defense attorneys. When you're charged with criminal sexual abuse, your choice of lawyer matters. We've defended thousands across Southern Illinois using strategic, aggressive legal tactics to counter prosecution efforts. Whether you're under investigation or charged, we bring courtroom experience, local credibility, and a results-driven approach to protect your rights and record. Schedule a confidential consultation with a Southern Illinois criminal sexual abuse lawyer. Facing criminal sexual abuse charges? Don't wait. These cases move fast and carry serious consequences. Combs Waterkotte is ready to respond with discretion and a proven defense strategy. Contact us online or call 618-88-CRIME for a free confidential consultation.